killed Jaden where people went goblin, yeah?
Right.
It's like another any kind of OP movement or unique movement ability is always can be game breaking.
Yeah, if it can get rid of a mechanic in the fight,
Yeah.
everyone's gonna want it. So, but then again, like as we talked about, like that a bleed, for example, removing that can remove a mechanic. Teleporting out of something, away from something, can remove something.
So basically, we're leveling 4 of each, huh? It's decided already.
Yeah. I mean, we've been memeing about that. Is it gonna come down to that? I don't know. I'm actually personally afraid that it is, because looking at these abilities, I think Eon had an interview and he did say that they are pretty strongly gonna continue with the idea that you cannot swap them or easily, right? Like it's gonna take you a long time to switch the Covenant. So looking at this, the signature abilities, right? The Covenant, the ones for every class. I don't know. I can totally see that you reach a boss and you're like, hey guys, everyone go Necrolords, let's go, so we can cut a healer, so we can, use this as a raid cooldown basically. Like if everyone is a Necrolord, boom, you have
or
a
everyone a Kyrian, and it's also 15% health if it doesn't share cooldown with
50%
anything.
health, and
I mean, if there's like a bleed effect, like we said earlier, yeah, it's huge if it would work on it.
it
Yep.
is, yeah.
On some bosses. I would really like it if they, like, kind of a big redesign for healing, but if there was some more emphasis on healers being like support and not just healers, so they could actually like buff other people in the raid's damage in some way, so that when there's downtime, you're not just like casting lightning bolts at the boss. You can actually you feel like you're like buffing your teammates.
So it's more like it's like this has the ability to damage the boss to heal, and you have the ability to buff the raid instead of.
Yeah, they could do that. Or like another idea is that every boss fight has huge raid damage, like taking raid damage, but or it doesn't need to be every boss fight, but some boss fights have huge raid damage, and the higher health players are, the more damage they do. But it's like constant damage, so you're really like fighting to keep the health up, but like you're still contributing to DPS that way.
Sounds like we had something like that before. I don't know why.
That sounds good actually. I mean, that's a good idea in my opinion.
We're definitely.
Can you repeat the last part, Porter? Where we do more damage if we have more health, or what?
Yeah, so like our health pools are big enough that you're not just like insta dying, but there's like a lot of ticking damage going on, So the more output the healers are blasting, the more damage the DPS actually get to do. Whereas instead right now it's like, oh yeah, we're spamming healing but doing no damage unless you're a disc priest or a paladin. So something like that would be cool for sure.
I don't even mind if there's roles that don't do damage, they don't heal, and they just reduce damage or buff damage. Like,
yeah, like support.
They can do a lot of shit, honestly, like full support. They can do a fuck ton of like crazy things. I'll be up for all.
Well,
just hard to balance, and they're like scared of that, I think.
I mean,
I think you're basically describing, I think, the Bard class that everyone thought would be a thing. That never happened.
Bard class.
Bard class. We're not playing Final Fantasy.
From League. Oh.
What? From League? Oh no.
Bard is from everything.
Describe his speed up the game.
Let's play actual games, huh? Well, what is the Bard class? Is that like what I said?
I don't know what it is in League.
No, it's. I think it started from like Dungeons and Dragons, right? I think.
Yeah, I mean probably some role playing stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, it's basically where you buff your group, basically.
With music.
Yeah.
Yeah, you play like a song and like, ooh, +3
damage. You hype the group up, dude. You hype the group up with your music. That's what it's based on. So maybe you enjoy those games as well, if you really enjoy this, actually.
I think it's, for me, I enjoy WoW, and I always enjoyed back then when I was fighting hard mobs. Like, you guys are not going to believe, but back in the days when I was leveling up in like vanilla and shit, I would go to elite mobs and I would just farm them for hours, dude. Do nothing, no quest, nothing else. I would just kill those mobs, especially if they're like melee mobs as like Frost Mage. Just kite them, kill them for like maybe 10 hours, 20 hours. I would just level up like that. And I always found it was fun to like see a challenging mob and try to solo it somehow, like use my whole class as kit to like think outside of the box, not just your DPS rotation. I think the tower gives me that, and with the addition of new powers, that's even like making newer builds possible and stuff. I don't know. I think this is like the best thing they've done done since M plus, I guess.
So far, at least, I haven't seen the other zones. The art in this place is just amazing. And I know this sounds like, oh lol, Roger, you care about the art. We were fucking here for the gameplay, you know. But I don't know. It's
Like, it's
one
fine.
of
Yeah.
what?
No, that's fine. I was insulting you. Yeah.
Yeah. But I just think this the first time in a long time when I'm like, Jesus, like they really made this look beautiful, yeah? Do you disagree or you don't care as much for that?
I mean,
Dude,
for me,
go on.
okay, you go, Scribe.
I have a lot of thoughts about this actually. I'm gonna die in the tower to explain this. So people who've been watching my stream and stuff, they know because I complain about this all the time. I like zones like Barrens and stuff, okay? Where you actually
There's
where
nothing.
you actually have some room. Yeah, no, there's nothing, but there is something every like 60 yards, and then that
Right.
means something that there is something.
Okay.
But in zones, and this has been going on since a long time, they put something every corner, dude. There's like some beautiful art somewhere. The thing is, when they start doing that, they have to reuse stuff all the time. That's one thing. And the
Mhm.
other thing is like your brain just can handle only so much beautifulness, you know? At some point it gets boring. I
You
think they
think,
need
yeah,
to
okay.
chill out on that. That's one thing, especially like when you level up in the first zone and you spend like a few hours in it. At some point, it gets like my brain was hurting, yeah, from all the white glowing angel place. I don't know. I think that was too much. The other thing I wanted to say about it, what I actually liked, it does look good, yes, the first zone, and also the zone above the first zone, yeah, Maldraxxus or something. I think that looks really good. I was always hoping that they would bring some like cool shit like that back. There's like a giant statue. I don't know if you saw it, Roger.
No, I haven't. I haven't seen it yet.
You can go there with like eagle eyeing and stuff and cheating.
Okay,
It
okay.
looks really fucking cool. It looks really good. Like very good job on that one. The zone, I mean, the zone right now looks very empty because there's no mobs, which is one of the reasons I like it.
Mhm.
But yeah, aside from that, the zones look good. But the thing that I criticize, there's something every 10
Yeah.
yards. You go 10 yards, there's a quest mob. There's 10 yards, a rare mob. What the fuck is rare about it? Every corner there's a rare mob, dude. It doesn't
Okay.
even drop anything.
That's true.
I'm
Rares are
getting
not
angry
rares
now.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
They're bringing a lot more raid utility back. Am I getting anything? Question mark. You know what I mean?
Any
Like,
foxes and shit?
and yeah, like what is happening with that? The thing that reminded me of this was the DK is getting anti-magic zone, right?
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, that's OP as fuck right now.
Like, and so far in BFA, the only thing you really had was the warrior rallying cry. There was nothing else, right?
Well, from as a DPS, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean
Get very
darkness.
priests.
Yeah,
Oh, in darkness.
like vampiric embrace, I guess, and social guidance, but yeah, nothing,
Mhm.
nothing crazy.
Yeah, I feel like they're giving more of that stuff to players now, and I'm curious to see how far they're gonna go with it, and is it gonna repeat the process basically like, hey, everyone needs to bring something in the raid, and then hey, you get a buff, and you get a buff, and you get a buff, and then they will be like, no, we're done with the buffs, remove everything, and the cycle continues. Yeah.
Into expansion times, the unpruning with the stuff we did with the unpruning. We're under.
I mean, we kind of went over this at the start, right? Talking
Yeah.
about the buffs and how these classes are interacting with each other. Because, yeah, you're right. If there's a class that doesn't bring anything to the raid, it better be doing the most DPS of everyone else. Otherwise, what's the point of bringing it? Because it doesn't bring anything else to the team.
But
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's okay. Like some spells are just not full AoE. My Ice Lance also only hits one target. If it's not supposed to hit all 10 targets.
Wait, Iceland's never hit all 10, or did it?
Yeah, it didn't. But I mean,
Oh.
I could argue it should by the same logic.
Well, I think it's fine, but it really depends how they make the bosses, like the raids and the dungeons. Obviously, if they then make dungeons where there's constantly like 20 mobs you have to fight, then you're gonna feel pretty awful, like only hitting 5 at a time.
Nah, but that's the thing. In the dungeons, you'd pull more if you could. Anyways, like in MDI, they're pulling up. They're doing gigantic pulls, which
Yeah,
with these AoE caps is not gonna be as good anymore.
but then you can just pull less. But what I'm saying would be really bad is if Blizzard then actually forces you to fight lots of mobs at once. Like imagine there's a boss fight where 20 mobs are gonna spawn at once, that you need
Sure.
to AoE, and only some classes can actually probably AoE them, and you're like, oh, okay.
Well, I mean,
I
That's
think
my
that's
classes.
gonna happen.
that is
That's
okay
okay.
as long as those classes are also not the best
Single target, yeah.
on the boss DPS. Then like you need some people to actually kill those ads.
I just mean from a player's point of view, like you're just gonna feel bad if you're one of the classes that can't do that, yeah. Like all the ads spawn, the other classes boom, 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 DPS meter rising, and you're like hitting 5 targets at once, hitting 5 targets at once. Like it's gonna feel bad.
I did want to show the what's his name? Terra something.
And we might see him now, yeah.
We will, because I'm not gonna live here much longer either. And
Oh
he's
my
coming.
god, dude,
Roger
that's
trolling.
too fast of a cast, yeah.
I'm stunning, dude.
Actually, if one guy runs to the portal, the death
coil.
counter,
Oh,
the death
dude,
counter,
Dude,
the death counter
how?
resets.
Resets or what?
The death counter resets and the Terra guy despawns at the moment on Alpha. So if one guy goes through the
Oh.
portal,
What? I don't see the Terra guy.
Yeah, he starts
Oh,
with
yeah,
the
he is.
start.
There he is. Oh my god, he's right behind me, actually.
he's totally on
Run.
your ass, dude.
Yeah,
Let's
he
take our
is,
skill and
he
run.
is. Run,
Oh,
boys.
Roger. I don't have health right now. I need to eat up. Hang on.
Oh shit, he's
Oh,
coming, dude.
It's fine. I got this. But
I
wait up.
am not hanging on. I'm fearing.
Just
We
fear
need
him,
to
fear him
go.
and run.
We need to go, guys. Okay, hold on. Let's
Oh,
Where-
his
where-
items here for the orb.
Oh yeah,
What?
clicked it.
Oh, I
Click
can't
the
do it in
item.
combat. Invising.
Yeah,
Just
you
there,
can.
right.
Stunning
You-
them.
Bro, just fuck the orb. Just run, boys.
My orb, dude.
The Terra boys here, man.
Boys,
Oh,
please.
this is the exit here.
We need to
I'll
run.
take no.
I'm gonna
He's
sit here
on.
at the exit, but I need to go in soon. So, okay, I'm dying now. I need to go in now. I'm
Bro,
running in.
how do I aim? How? I can't go in.
I can't go in
Ah,
here.
he's right on me.
Yeah,
I can
this,
front over him. I can
this
front over him.
happened to me on the thing. as
couldn't-
well.
No, the Terra crew. No.
We're fucked.
I think either when he spawns or when he's too close or something, you actually cannot enter. Like I was doing a solo run
Usually
before
do.
the thing. It happened to me as well.
We sucked real hard in this dungeon.
Max asks here if we run into the problem where raiders or members don't see what the officers do behind closed doors. I mean, I can tell you that that's one of the things people like to complain about here as well. So they
Yeah,
like to
that
say,
happens
they
here
like
for
to
sure, don't
like
worry.
to say like officers not doing anything. Maybe it's me, maybe they're serious. Who knows? But
Meanwhile, we
it's
spend
definitely
30
talked
hours
about.
a week in meetings for like 10 weeks, and then man, officers didn't do shit.
So yeah.
Yeah, especially right after Progress ended, we had a lot of meetings, and we had like a lot of projects, let's say, that we need to discuss and or just topics. And it just felt like there was so much stuff to talk about and do, and in the meantime, you hear a member saying, "Well, what are you guys doing? Like, are you doing anything? Like, we're not seeing anything change, right? Because things take a lot of time as well, and yeah, I mean, I just think it is a tricky thing to figure out the balance between what you wanna what you wanna share with the guild and what you wanna keep hidden, obviously. But definitely a topic that has been on our minds lately. What's up, Skype, dude?
While you think about it, I'll say something that you keep
Yeah,
thinking.
go on. Yeah.
Guys, I heard there might be soon a Nobel Prize on whoever figures out the problem of reducing split rates. If you guys have any ideas, be sure to email Blizzard. Yeah, and win the Nobel Prize soon. How much is that for Nobel Prize? How many dollars?
I think it comes together with a Jaina mount as well as a basically
Rate
10,
boost.
10 free boosts, 10 free mythic boosts, 5 on EU, 5 on NA.
make sure to provide good feedback on it, because it is actually important, as we're talking about it before. Like, some classes are getting abilities and stuff back that are not, doesn't make any sense. 'Cause, yeah, Blizzard, I mean, they might not have any idea what they're doing either. They're trying. They're trying. Come on, they're trying.
That's
they're
a clip
trying
right there, dude.
they're trying their best, but like we know how it feels at the end of the day. Like, they're making it for us, not for themselves. So we need to tell them what we want. So they're listening, I hope.
Wisely spoken. From Just Wait.
And make Druid good, because I want to main Druid again, and I see VA having to main all the OP classes with expansion that I don't like playing. So thank you, Blizzard, for listening.
True. I'm just gonna add one thing, guys. DH OP in Torghast as well. Just saying.
PHOP everywhere, dude.
DH OP everywhere.
Anyways, it was great being here, boys. Thank you for watching, and see you guys later. I guess this method to madness will continue. Although I don't know, are you gonna change the name if next expansion? Like,
Why?
what's
Why?
Because like madness is kind of the N'Zoth theme, right?
Yeah, okay, dude, but Method to the Madness is a phrase, right?
Oh,
Y-
yeah,
no-
of course. Of course it is, yes.
What? Okay.
I'm googling it right now.